yeah, let's walk through these pictures, man. Of course, again, I'm using Lightroom, and so after I import my pictures, man, the first thing I like to do is just usually run through all the pictures and see what I got. I already did that, but no, I really just edit the first picture that I think is decent. I put it on. I usually edit that, then I just copy the edits on all of the ones that I took in that same spot and paste them and just make little minor adjustments. So this is the first picture right here, and the first thing I see, escape. Let's see. That's this picture right here. I think it's the last one in this set. Yeah, this one. So we in develop mode, and first thing I see is picture's crooked. So we're gonna hit R on Mac, and we're gonna straighten that picture up, get it lined up good. This little screen right here, this navigator screen, man. I like using that. It helps me out when it comes to framing and adjustments and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna edit these for where this pins. Yeah, we're gonna edit these for social media too. Like you guys can see the frame change when I press the shortcut. And all right, I got my man's shoe cut off. So yeah. And you guys can see this picture is extremely underexposed. The shadows is all the way to the left, man. But the power of RAW, shooting in RAW, I always shoot in RAW because it saves me when I make mistakes, and I make a lot of mistakes. But long as my core settings is straight before I jump in the Lightroom, we good. So we're gonna brighten this up, and we're gonna get rid of the noise. We're gonna get rid of the noise in a few seconds. So we're gonna lighten this up. Uh, let's add a little warmth to it because it looks a little. Again, everything's a work in progress. So let's see. The next thing I like to do, man, is make sure the brightness ain't like the whites ain't too overblown. I like my whites to be like kind of exposed. So the highlights they ain't overexposed at all. I like to crush the blacks. So my S curve on the tone curve. Mm, and we're gonna bring this all the way down, flat, flat down that. And now I use the color grading when it comes to editing the pictures for like the color and all that. It gives a different look. And the mid tones. Alright. I take the sharpness all the way down until the end. So we're gonna use that. And Lightroom got something called denoise. And I use that whenever I underexpose pictures some of the time. So we're gonna click denoise and let it I usually leave it at 50. I think anything over 50 is kind of like blurring the picture too much. So 50. It gives you the time frame how long it's going to take right here. If you watch that little stopwatch right here, estimated time 10 seconds. So we're going to click enhance, and we're going to clean that up before we make more changes to it. Yeah, man. This was the A73. So we gonna bring our sharpness back in after we hit the denoise. So 30. Let's see. I like playing with this just to, you know, see how everything gonna look. But I think that might be it. Me man, I like crushing my blacks to the point I still can see detail. You know, that's why I use a combination of the blacks, the shadows, and the tone curve. Cause I like fine tuning. You guys can see it's the blacks is crushed, but you still can see the highlights in the pants and stuff like that. So I'm gonna call this one a W, all right? So we're gonna save this. So we're gonna export this, paste it on another one. All right, let's line that up. That's the first thing I usually do is just like straighten the photo up. Just put him in the rule of thirds. You guys see he in the middle. I usually go by the background or the artist, whichever I see fit. So again, we're gonna use this for social media. So we're gonna resize that. Of course, we got to do our denoise again. The denoise does not carry over whenever you copy and paste. So we're gonna use our denoise again and clean up the little noise. And I actually like how this picture look with the noise. So I'll see how the denoise do. All right. Yeah, we're gonna denoise it. Let's see. Mm, we're gonna save that. This picture is completely dark, but this is how the scene was. As I'm looking at this picture, the only light that we had was the truck lights. You guys can see from right here. So let's edit this one, and let's see how creative we can get with this one to bring it like, no, bring it up to something acceptable. All right, let's go to that. That's the pace. No, it's too bright with the light on his face. So let's take the highlights down. Let's boost it up a little bit. And bring that down. Uh, you really can't see nobody in the back. Uh, let's increase the shadows a little bit. Bring black up just a little bit. We're gonna leave the contrast where it's at. Alright, let's go to this picture's too much. There's too much going on, so we're gonna take sharpness completely out because we don't want to introduce, that much more grain and stuff in the picture. So let's hit the denoise, and we're gonna make our adjustments after the denoise. So we're gonna enhance that. We're gonna leave it to the default 50, and let's see what it do, man. Man, this denoising Lightroom is crazy, man. It works wonders. I'm telling you. Look how clean that look. All right, so we're gonna have to just leave this picture like the default and just make our yeah. We're gonna bring everything in. Include everybody in there. Let's bring this back out a little bit more. Yeah. All right, so let's boost this up a little bit. Exposure. Brightness. Turn the highlights down. Increase the shadows a little bit. We might not use this. Well, yeah, this is how you can take a picture from this to this.
They go gang with a switch at. Up and scored this more than get back. Late night having talk with demons. Few niggas I don't want breathing. Can't wait till the day I see them. Overkill them, must delete them. Walk them down, bitch, overeat them. Ear tapper, street sweep. Daily I keep shit.